guided me. Even though I've done wrong, you've never left me alone. But you forgave me, and you kept on blessing. This I recall to my mind, therefore I have hope. It is because of your mercies that we are not consumed. Cause thy compassions fail not, they are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. Great is thy faithfulness. Show up for me, Jesus, like only you can do. Now it's your turn, cause I feel you. Find yourself in a secret place and say these Find words. Your secret clothes down on your stairs. I promise you'll feel a little on the side of your bed. To encourage you. Reach way down for me. Move mountains for me. Show up for me, Jesus, like only you can do. Good morning, y'all. I'm back. It is time for our power with the Queen, y'all. I only do this on Mondays. 5 years on this journey. Wow. Come on in, y'all. I really don't have anything planned for y'all. Just wanted to come on and motivate you on this morning, so you can jumpstart your Monday, y'all. I am yet still working on part 2. I'm still working on part 2, y'all, of the Shift book. So bear with me. There's gonna be 4 parts to this series. So just bear with me. I started back to school. Just got a lot going on, but y'all know me. I have to be obedient to that God placed in my spirit. So I am yet working on those series of Shift, so that we can go ahead and get those out there. But if you have not checked out the first one, y'all, it's available in audiobook. It is available in the digital book, and if you want a printed copy, you can get it on a printed copy. All of those are available through my website, which is www.angelathomassmithbooks.com. Again, that is www.angelathomassmithbooks.com. And y'all can find all of my books over there. You can check out some of the magazines. The magazines are only available in digital on my website, because if you do not know, a lot of magazines do not have ISBN numbers. And the particular company that I use, which is P.O.W.E.R, they do not have ISBN numbers. So if you want a printed copy, you actually have to go to the P.O.W.E.R website. I'm gonna see if I can connect. Them. I'm gonna see if I can connect them, y'all. But again, thank y'all. I hope y'all Monday has started off okay. For those that have already went to work, those that are on their way to work, I hope that your day is going to be blessed beyond what you can see in the natural. You got to learn how to speak over your life, y'all. You got to learn how to speak over your life. For those that have been following y'all and you're probably wondering, okay, she said, what is she talking about? So we're talking about shift. For those that have been following and hanging in there with me, the books that I am talking about is a shift series. And God has just been dealing with me with that word. So there's going to be 4 books to this series, and each book is going to have a different affirmation. There's going to be different words and affirmations for the word shift, and every one of them are going to be biblically back biblically, and y'all know everything that I do, it always go back to the word. It always go back to the word. So it's going to be back biblically, and how you can apply it to your daily life, and how you can shift your situations, not just shift your situation, shift your day, shift your mood set, shift your mood, just be able to shift emotionally, financially, how you're going to be able to apply it to your life, in areas of your life, because when it's biblically, you can apply that word to your life. The word never change, and the word gonna do exactly what God has performed, what He said it should do. So y'all, again, I'm not gonna be on here long. I said I was not gonna be on here long, and I mean it. I just wanted to jump on and be obedient, because the enemy, y'all, the enemy tried me this morning. He said, you don't got to go on there. Don't nobody care if you don't come on. But I know what I have been charged to do. For the last 5 years, God has given me this space, to come on, to share, to encourage individuals, to push individuals out of their comfort zone, and to help them jumpstart their week, to jumpstart their day, because you never know what the next person is going through. Never know how their weekend may have went, and they just may need that word of encouragement, that little thing that can help them shift where they are. So I had to be obedient this morning. I apologize for my lateness, because the enemy was trying to distract me, trying to keep me from doing that I know God has called me to. So I had to wrestle with that thing, and I said, you know what? You need to get your butt on and get on there. You already up. You already showers. You already dressed. Yeah, I've been dressed and showered since what? I got off the prayer call this morning. So there was no excuse, but the enemy tried me. Tried to say, you've been up working on this paper, you've been up doing this, go on and go to sleep. Because I was over here dozing too, y'all. He said, go on and go to sleep. But no, I know that there's things that I'm supposed to be doing. Like when I get out here, there's other lives that I'm supposed to be going on to support other people and to do other things. I got a book that I'm working on. I got to finish this magazine. I got stuff that I got to do. But the enemy had me over here in my own feelings. And see, sometimes, y'all, that's how the enemy will get you. He'll get you out of your little, what you supposed to be doing, and have you in a space where you just over there just fiddling and wandering off, when you know that there's something that you're supposed to be doing that's going to help for the building of the kingdom. Y'all, everything we do should go always point back to the one that created us. Okay, so I can let the ball down, because you guess what, Jesus didn't make no excuse when He hung on that cross for me. He didn't make no excuses when they was nailing the nails in his hand. He didn't say a mumbling word. He didn't make no excuses. He took it. He took it so that we could have the right to do the things that we do, so that we can operate in our gifts and our talents. See, a lot of us, sit down on those things that God has called us to. Some of us are supposed to be out here connecting with other people to help push the mission forward. Like brother Marco. If you don't know Brother Marco Griggs is a powerful man of God that's right here on TikTok. And he's over there on Facebook too. But he's on these social media streets, y'all. And all that man is doing is sharing the word of God. He's sharing his testimony. He's sharing. He not even saying that he operate in a pastoral or office or any of that, y'all. He just out here sharing what God has done for him, which a lot of us should be doing. We should be sharing what God has done for us. Everything that we should do should be pointing back to Him, the one that created us. Knowing that we didn't get dropped out of the sky. Knowing that we were strategically placed here. Strategically placed here, y'all. Like Jeremiah 29:11, it really should speak to you. But a lot of us, y'all, we make excuses. Some of us got books in us, but we keep making excuses about writing a book. Some of us supposed to be hosting podcasts, but we keep making excuses why we not doing our shows. Like we got an excuse for everything, but we won't do the things that God has called. He didn't have no excuse when He hung on that cross. When He sent His Son Jesus for us to hang on that cross, He didn't have no excuse. Yeah, He gave His only begotten Son for us, so that we can have the right to do a lot of the things that we do. But yet a lot of us sit down on what God has done for us. I never stop telling his business. I never stop. He woke me up this morning. Yeah, I got used to my hands. I can see, but maybe I got these glasses on because I need a little assistance, but I can see. I woke up in my right mind. I got another chance. Somebody didn't get that chance. Somebody didn't wake up this morning. Somebody still had dreams and aspirations. But y'all, we got another chance. We got another chance to do that. We got another chance to get it right. We got another chance to do something we didn't get to do on yesterday. If you got out with your brothers or your sisters, if you're walking around and if you're walking around in jealous, anything that you're walking around in that's not in the will of God, you got a chance to get it right today. You got a chance to repent and turn from it. You got a chance to ask him to help you. Father, help me today. Father, anything that is not like you or contrary to your word, Father, show me today. Show me today. Align me with that you have called and purpose for me today. Y'all, we got another chance. We should be out here impacting life. We should be out here encouraging, uplifting, empowering, educating, doing something to somebody else and not thinking about just ourselves. See, a lot of us, we don't got so prideful. All we think about is me, 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 me. I see a lot of these lives. I see a lot of these TikTokers, influencers. You're supposed to be influence. I mean, you're supposed to be drawing people to the reason why you have this platform. But a lot of us, we get on here, we cuss people out because they're not sowing what we want them to sow. You should be glad that they're even going to your live and supporting your live and listening to what you're saying. But a lot of us, we get prideful and we forget really why we're here and the reason for us being here. See, when this physical life is over, when this physical body is ready to be returned to dust, I want my spirit man to be able to rise up and stand up and stand before the one that created me. And he say, well done, my good and faithful servant. Yeah, I don't want to be left. I don't want to be left behind. I want to have done everything that he's called and purposed me to do. And I want to do it in excellence. I want to do it according to his will. I don't want to be out of his will. I don't want to be out here just thinking that I'm doing what he's called me to do. So every day I ask, and you got to too. Every day I ask for him to decrease this flesh of mine. Allow some of this to die daily so that my spirit that's in me, that breath that he breathed into you in Genesis 2:7, that life, that it may come forth. And y'all, it's so much that we still don't know about ourselves, but we got to spend time with him so that we can get to know who we are. Truly understand who we are and whose we are, so that we can operate in all those things that he's called and purposed us to. Y'all, it's so much bigger than what you see. And it's so much bigger than just you. Like, it's no coincidence of the people that you come in contact with. It's not it's not an accident. It's not a happenstance. It's not a coincidence. It is all preordained. It is all divine. So it's up to you to figure out why you are entering into these relationships and into these partnerships and into these spaces and sharing these spaces with individuals. It's not just to come on these apps and to get on panels and just sit there. Y'all, it's stuff that we're supposed to be connecting with so that we can come off these apps and we can do it in the real, in the person, because we're supposed to be impacting communities around the world. See, we may not can't be everywhere in every space, but he's putting people together. He's allowing us these platforms and these outlets so that we can reach more people around the world. If I'm in South Carolina and Shanette's out there in California, we got somebody in Texas, we got somebody in New York, we got somebody in the Virgin Islands, we got somebody in South Carolina, North Carolina, we got people in different places. And if we are able to connect and being able to do things together, we may be able to come together sometime, but we're able to connect and we're able to reach more people, because there may be somebody on your They get somebody on Shanette's platform. But if me, you, and Shanette don't connect, then how are they gonna get what they need? Yeah, we gotta start really focusing on Ephesians. It's over there in Ephesians. I want to say Ephesians 4 and something, but I can't remember. I can't quote it off. But I know it says not to think about just yourself, but to think on things of others. That is a commandment. That is what he told us to do. He said, don't just think about yourself. Think about somebody else. Think about that person that you never come in contact with, that stranger. See, oftentimes we'll do stuff for people that we know. Oh, we'll do something for our cousin. We'll do something for our aunt. We'll do something for our brother. But what about that stranger that you meet? What about that stranger that's standing on the corner out there? I oftentimes hear people say, "Oh well, they just begging, they just begging." If you need to be operating in the spirit, and if he lay it on your heart to give somebody something, give it and let him do what it. I mean, you've done what he told you to do. Now, what they do with it when you give it to them, that's totally up to them. But you've done what God has told you to do, and He said, "Bless them." And see, a lot of us will come in contact with people. And we'll have people right in the midst of us that are being a blessing to us, but we won't even recognize it. But one thing I keep telling, I always tell people, because one thing you won't do. See, you can't use somebody that is operating in the will of God, that is operating and doing what God has called them to. See, when you work unto the Lord, you don't have to worry about being used. You don't have to worry about backstabbing. You don't have to worry about all that. So you can cast your cares upon Him, and He'll see you through. Trust and believe that He'll see you through. See, people are like, "Oh, Miss Angela, you do too much for people. You do too much for people. You don't charge enough. You know, God ain't told me to overcharge. He didn't tell me to charge somebody $1,000 to be in the anthology. He said he told me $53 to be in that anthology and get how many other people want to be in it. Now I'm not finna charge you $1,000 and then I'm looking for 365 people. I'm not trying to do that. He said we supposed to be helpmates one to another. How's that helping somebody? When you know that they got a message, you know that they got a story that needs to be shared, but they may not have $1,000 to share. Because if they had $1,000, don't you think they would have already done it? But yet we want to charge people an arm and a leg just to be a part of something. And we know that it's not necessary. All those that are doing that know that He is not pleased. And every chance I get, I'm going to be teaching people. That's why I tell y'all, I'm not a publisher. I have over 140 something literary works published. You can go check them out. You can go to my website. You can look at them. Ain't nothing nobody told me something that I've done. Why did I do it? Because somebody tried to steal from me. Somebody tried to take advantage. God showed me how to publish. And I said I will be faithful over that thing. So I don't just charge you $500 to publish your book. I show you how to publish your book. So when you are ready to do it again, you can do it again, again, and again. And if you want to show somebody, you can show them how to do it too. See, that's what you do. See, that I believe in that Proverbs where it says you teach a child how to fish, and they'll never go hungry. So that's what we're doing in this season. See, we're not out here using people. We're not out here taking advantage of people. See, why I've watched so many people, and they know who they are. They'll come to my platform because they know that I have a niche for pulling people. I have a niche for connecting people. Why? That's why they call me the queen of collaborations. Because I have that niche of bringing people together, and I have that niche for collaborating. Because I understand the assignment. I know that it's not about me, but it's about the kingdom. And if we can come together, if people can come together, we can work and we can do what thus said the Lord. But see, so many people, they see that and they see you pulling people, and then they want to come over here and then they want to go behind your back and they want to try. But baby, they not my people. They belong to the Lord. So when you come thinking, oh, you taking somebody from me, you're not taking them from me, baby. Because they don't belong to me. They were never mine from the beginning. And when you understand that, See, one thing about me and one thing I've always done, I've been a manager in every job that I've ever worked. I've always been a manager. And one thing I've always taught those that worked under me, anybody will tell you, even my sister that worked for me, she'll tell you, I teach you everything because I want you to be able to do my job in my absence. Everybody that ever worked for me, they've been able to move up to store managers. I did nothing but birth store managers, and I was one of the youngest managers in the company. And I worked for that company for 10 years, and I was one of the youngest managers in that company. But one thing, I cleaned toilets, I swept, I did everything that I required my staff to do. And not only that, when they had positions that came available, my people under me were able to move up in those positions. I raised up store managers. See, one thing that I have learned along this journey, and my apostle always say this, she say, that you do for others, God will do it for you. So I don't worry about me. I worry about what he's called me to do for the kingdom. And I know that he'll take care of me. He'll take care of me if I'm doing what he told me to do. See, that's one thing about this journey, and people really don't understand. See, when I got fired from my job, I could talk about it now. I got fired from my job 5 years ago during the pandemic. Yeah, I been out on, and I had been drawing my unemployment, and I went back to work. I actually moved to Myrtle Beach and went back to work, started to work at this place. Well, me being the last person to get hired, I was the first person that they laid off during the pandemic. And then in the midst of that, in the midst of the guy laying me off, it wasn't even 2 hours. He laid me off in 1 hour. 2 hours later, he called me back telling me to come back to work because somebody else wanted to be out. I told him, no, I didn't want to do that. I said, you let me go, and I've already set my mind up. And at first I was upset. And see, my sister, she reminded me. She said, "Baby," she said, "you don't remember saying that you want to do this, what you're doing now? You want to do this full time? You want to do it all the time?" He said, "Now he's opened the door. Now you complaining." So I came to grasp with that, and I understood that. So by the time he called me back, I was I'm done. And I'm glad I listened, because if I had not listened, y'all, there would be no podcast. This is what I'm doing now. Y'all will probably not see me doing. I wouldn't have no magazine. I wouldn't have been publishing all those books. I would not been doing any of the things that if I had stayed listening to man and stayed on that job. Now God has been taking care of me. No, I am not telling you that my bank account is overflowing, that money is just coming in and going through, and I'm just able to just fly in and out. But God has been providing. He's been opening doors, and he's been providing. And I have not wanted for anything. He keep making a way, and he keep opening doors. And y'all, now it's going on 6 years that I have not held a regular job, a job that I have to go clock in for somebody else. But God yet provides. And he's going to continue to provide if you align yourself with his word and you do the things that he called you to do. Don't get sidetracked. Don't start looking at what everybody else is doing. You stay focused on that he's called you to, and watch what he do in your life. Ain't nothing nobody experienced for myself, so I'm able to tell you. I'm able to tell you from experience. So y'all, embrace the moment. Embrace what you're going through. Count it all joy. And allow him to lead you. I hope that there's something that I've shared, y'all, in this moment that will be a blessing to you guys. Yeah, the enemy tried me this morning. He said, well, you don't got to go do that. You do that when you want to do it. You don't got to do it. Yeah, I do got to do it, because I got to be faithful over those things that God has given me. He's given me this platform. He's given me this platform to impact lives, to speak into people, to share from my experiences. Because you never know what the next person is going through or have gone through. So y'all, I'm going to go on and get off here. But before I get off here, I want to share with you guys some things that we have coming up. This Saturday Y'all, this Saturday we are going to be hosting our part 3 of Matters of the Heart. This one is called In Sync with God's Plan. And we have 5 individuals. I am also going to be sharing. So we have 4 individuals and myself. We're going to be sharing about the heart. We have someone that's going to be stopping. He gave me that word heart. He broke it down. The H stands for healing. We're going to have someone that's going to be speaking on healing. When I tell you her testimony is powerful, this young lady was diagnosed with a brain tumor. She's been having seizures, been having all kind of stuff. But now you see her, and this happened during last year. But to see her now, you wouldn't believe that any of that has taken place in her life. She's hosting podcasts, she's writing books, she's publishing books, and she's helping other people tell their story. Matter of fact, the very same day she's going to be hosting a book signing out in California, the very same day. So stop by and share. We have Danielle, who's a part of our grief podcast, y'all. For those that know, we have a grief podcast here too on the Crew podcast. So Danielle is one of the hosts that's a part of the grief podcast. She is a grief coach. She does a lot around grief. She is out of Texas. She's going to be on talking about empowerment and how you can be empowered through all that you're going through. I am the A. I'm going to be talking about alignment and how we have to align with the Word of God, and how aligning with the Word of God would allow us to catch up with our destiny that He's already preordained for us. So I'm going to share a lesson and probably share a couple of testimonies with you guys. And then we have Unique Parker is going to be sharing about resilience. A woman that truly knows what that word means, inside out, backwards, forwards, upside down, flip it, rip. She truly knows. I've watched this young lady since I've met her. She has had so many um, losses in her family. So many of her family members have transitioned on since I met her, and the resilience that she's had to be able to still press. She's had to plan going home services for, I mean, you name it, she has experienced it. And to keep pressing, to keep going, she definitely amplifies that word resilient. And then we have prophetess Monique Duell out of Virginia. She's going to be sharing about Trauma No More. She is a coach, a mentor. She works with individuals with disabilities. She's going to be on and sharing. And then our host is none other than Travita Harris out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. Powerful woman of God. Her testimony is powerful. I tell you, she is a stroke survivor. She is a warrior, a Shari malformation warrior. That is a neurological disorder. For those that do not know, she suffered many strokes, and yet she's still here. She lost her voice in the use of her right side. She couldn't walk, couldn't do all these things for so many months, but God. And she keep pressing, yet she pressed, even in the midst of um, she started a publishing company, she does editing, she does so much. And to look at her, you would think that nothing is going on with her, nothing, she's not been through anything. But to know her story, she is the host. She's also a host here on the podcast. The name of her show is Believe in the Journey. I tell you, y'all, she stand 4'8". I call her my half pint. But y'all, the power that she possessed, she sound like she stand taller than me. But I tell you, it's going to be an amazing time. So if y'all can stop by on Saturday, we're going to be live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Keek through the Crew podcast from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So y'all stop by this Saturday if y'all can. If you can't, there's going to be replay, so you can catch the replays as well. Also, we're getting ready to drop July's edition of the magazine on July 31st. And we are looking for individuals that would like to write for the magazine, we're looking for some writers. If you like to write for the magazine, if you have expertise in, we're looking for some individuals that like to write on community events, current affairs, black business, entrepreneurship, things that can help us as black and brown people, because the magazine is focused around our black and brown community, as well as authors. So it was Aspiring Authors Magazine was started to bring awareness to authors and to things that are affecting community, like domestic violence, food deserts, insecurities of healthcare, food, um, all these different insecurities that we may have. Um, so know that this is a place. If you have expertise and would like to write, you always can reach out to me. You can send me a message through my website, which is AngelaThomasSmithBooks.com, or you can email me at queenofcollaborations@gmail.com. And just let me know that you're interested in writing. And what I normally do is have you submit a writing sample of the topic that you want to write on. All I ask is that whatever subjects you choose to write on, that's what you write on for the remaining of the year. Each year we and open it up for new people to write. Right now, in this season in December, and then we'll start our new season in January. So if you're looking to come on for next season, please start sending me your email so we can start getting these writing samples together, and we can start making communication so that we can get you ready for season 5, y'all. Season 6. We're going into our 6th year of the magazine. We're going into our 4th year of the podcast, y'all. So God is He's yet faithful, and He's again. I'm about to jump on off here because I said I wasn't gonna be on here long. Just wanted to be obedient because the enemy tried to distract me, tried to keep me from coming on and sharing with you guys today. Again, I hope that y'all have been blessed by something that I shared, and hope that you will share it with someone else. And I will be back next Monday. I'm gonna ride this train the rest of the way out, and see what he has in store for next year. Next year may be some changes, but I'm gonna stick to what he's giving me for this year. So I'll see y'all back next Monday, y'all. I love y'all, and there's absolutely nothing y'all can do about it. See y'all next Monday. Be blessed, okay? Y'all have a great week. Walk in purpose, okay? Be encouraged. Know that you can do this, no matter what come at you. You are an overcomer. You are a conqueror. You can, because of the one that works on the inside of you. I love y'all. Bye.